everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Perfection Art by Tracy, and I'm Tracy. If you're new here, thank you so much and welcome. And if you are returning, thank you and welcome back. Whew, it has been crazy busy around here. Why is it when it is the hottest day of the year, that's the day your AC dies? And we have our 3 dogs, but we're also watching our middle son and his wife's 110-pound Dudley Lab for 2 weeks. So we have got a house full of dogs. It's been hot, but today it's cool and I'm finally in my studio, so I'm in my happy place. All right. So what I'm going to do today is what I've been promising. If you don't know already, I'm going to be teaching 2 classes at the Fluid Art Boutique in Washington, DC, August 6th, 7th, 8th. And one of my classes is going to be Functional Art Tray class, and this is the actual tray that everybody's going to be pouring on. And then I've got a 12-inch trinket tray that we're going to be pouring on. And then doing the bottom of 2 wine glasses. But in today's video, I'm just going to show you the tray and one of the 2 techniques that I will teach you during FAB. I showed my colors in the beginning, and as usual, I have just a variety. Oh, this is a full little jar. A variety of really pretty blues. Let me get one to see if you can see. My consistency is not thin. It leaves maybe a 2-second trace if you do the circle, but thinner than I would do normally for a regular straight pour or galaxy pour. I am going to be doing a straight pour on these trays. And like I've said in the past when I've done my tray videos, what makes this tricky, and something I will teach you in DC, is you can't tilt off any paint. So you have to have your paint consistency perfect. You have to know exactly how much paint to pour in here, because you're not losing any of it. So you want enough that's going to go around to the edges, but not so much that it's so thick that it's going to crack. And we'll go over all of that in class. So I've gone ahead and sanded and gessoed the bottom of the trays with clear gesso. I put 2 coats on there, and it's kind of not rough, but I'd almost say gritty without having any texture to it, because you want that paint to be able to adhere. So, and then there's one other secret ingredient that I use on these sort of as a flow extender, because you're not going to want, again, you can't tilt off a flow extender. So what you put in there, if it shows, you need to be okay with that, if that's making sense. All right. I'm going to quit babbling so much. We're going to get started. And I'm going to start with my white, which is just the, what did I use for this one? Oh, the chrome acrylic and a little bit of satin enamel. And all of my paints are mixed with Floetrol and a little bit of water, just to thin them down to the right consistency. And I'm just starting out with very, very thin layers. Again, you have to be really careful with this, knowing how much paint to put in there for this size tray. Go back to a little bit of white. Try not to, I always scrape my jars off the side of my cup, and I'm trying not to do that because I want to see if it does make for a cleaner pour. So I've been working on that. I feel like no matter how long you do this, whether you are fluid artist, a fine artist, any type of art, pottery, just anything, I feel like you are always learning and trying new things. To me, that's what the beauty of it is. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to start putting a little bit thicker layers. I'm layering, I'm not doing a dirty pour. We'll do the dirty pour when we do the flip cup of this. Almost there. And normally when I do the trays, I normally like to keep it to 3 or 4 colors, but I thought, you know what? Today we are just gonna make it a very colorful tray. All right, we are almost there. A little bit more white, gold, and one more color. So again, you know, a lot of times when we get to the end of our cup, it's like, okay, well, it doesn't really matter what colors you put out on the edge because then you normally lose them. With this, you're not going to lose them. Your paints may roll over them a little bit, but they're not going to be tilted off. All right. And then look what I found. That is the coolest thing. I go through so many paper towels and I hate wasting. I found reusable and sort of disposable microfiber towels that rip off just like paper towels would, but you can wash them and reuse them, and they're microfiber. I'm in love with them. They're linked in my Amazon shop. So everything that I use, I get asked about these little jars all the time. I absolutely love the cleanup of those jars. Just makes life so much easier, you know, not using so much plastic. Okay, so just like I would for a straight pour, I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of white in the middle, not too much. So again, these calculations are very, very important. And then I'm going to put a little tiny bit of gold. And even these trays, I get them in bulk from the actual wholesaler now, but I do have these trays listed in my Amazon shop. And I've got the tray on top of my spinner, but I've got it secured, hopefully enough so it doesn't fly. All right, I'm gonna get y'all a little bit closer so you can see this pour, and then we'll spin her out.
Feel it in my bones, I can feel it in my veins. Hands in the sky, I can feel the winds of change. You live and you learn, and I hope I've seen enough to make something right and make up for what I've lost. I was down, but things are looking up.
Okay, and now breathe. Don't we all say that? All right, give her a torch. Colors are so pretty. I swear that this turquoise, I guess you would call it turquoise, it's a combination of Arteza's pearl turquoise, this little piggy in waterfall, and this little piggy in mermaid. And it made, to me, any one of those three are gorgeous, but oh my goodness, this made just the yummiest color ever. All right. So I'm going to give it a little tiny spin. Again, I'm going to end up putting down a little bit of a flow extender. I love this little line that came through here. Okay. And I'm going to put down my secret flow extender. Y'all know I don't like keeping secrets from you, but I got to keep some, so you'll want to come take my class, right? Okay, that's enough. All right, one more torch. Make sure I don't scorch that satin enamels in there. You've got to be really careful not to scorch your paint. Okay, now we're going to give it a gentle spin, because again, you're not going to want to just fling it, because you don't want that paint to wash up the side of this tray, but you want it to go to the edge of the tray. I'm going to get it back centered a little bit. All right, another torch. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, I'm going to get it. I'm going to touch the edge, just kiss the edge just a little bit. Sometimes I like, there we go. If you let it sit long enough too, sometimes it'll kind of spread by itself, but get it back this way. Can you all see good? I hope so. I kept you down low so you could get a good view. But again, you just want it kissing the edge. So your eyes kind of have to look in all angles at one time. Once I get it all the way around, we'll give her a little spin. It moves slow. One, I like tilting these very slow, but two, I know I keep repeating this, but because you're not tilting off a bunch of paint, you don't have a bunch of excess paint, so it moves slowly. But that's what you're wanting with this. It's so pretty. I hope my viewers don't get sick of blue or hate blue, because it is obvious that it is one of my most favorite colors to work with. But in my class, I will give you guys options on the colors that you want to make your trays, because hopefully if you're not making them for, you know, a gift or something like that, you're making them for yourself and you want them to match your own home. So, all right, we're going to move back to the center, and then we're going to give it a little spin. And like I said, I'm not doing sharp angle tilts, just very, very slight tilts and slight spins. Let's get this centered a little bit better. Okay. I think she's pretty. I'd love to know what you guys think. I'm going to give her one more torch, and then I will bring you down. All these little pearl cells are still popping up, but I will bring you down and give you a closer look. Alrighty, here she is. Look at how pretty these colors and all these little cells that are still popping up. And the lines right here are just crazy pretty. Little pops of the aqua showing through. Look at all these cells here. They're still growing. Come on, focus. There we go. Oh, so pretty. And so once the trays cure, I like for them to cure for at least 2 weeks. They are 100% Acacia wood. And so, the wood's good and cured and dried out, but I still don't want any. Look at this. Even got the little stripy cells in this. But I like for it to cure at least 2 weeks. And then I put anywhere from 2 to 3 coats of resin. For my class, you will have options. You can either take your trays home with you and resin them yourself, or for a very small fee, just cover the cost of shipping. You can leave your tray with me and I will resin it for you and ship it to you once it's done, which total would be about 3 weeks after FAB is over, because I'll let it cure for a week, resin it, let it sit for a couple of days, and then, well, however long it takes to ship. I would have to limit that to U.S. residents, unless you're willing to pay international shipping, which I'm not sure anybody would want to do that, but if you do, I'll be happy to do it for you. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video of one of the trays. I will show you in one of my upcoming videos this one all resin and finished, and the full set, the trinket tray and the matching wine glasses. So I just didn't want to make this video so long showing all of it, but I will show you the process throughout, and then we'll call it maybe like a little mini series of doing each wine. I'll also show you the other technique that I'll be offering in the class. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I love you all. I hope that you will come and see us either in the Fluid Art Boutique in Dublin, which is 2 weeks away. Can't believe it. It's coming so fast. And then just a short, month and a week or so after that, we will be at Fluid Art Boutique in DC. And that's the one where I'll be teaching. I'm running the gallery in Dublin. So if you are coming to Dublin, make sure you stop in the gallery and say hello. But all the information for both of the Fluid Art boutiques is down in my description box. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to either email me or leave a comment. I always appreciate a thumbs up, and I love reading the comments and responding to all of you guys. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. It doesn't cost you a dime, but it fills my heart and makes my day happy. So thank you guys so much. And as always, until next time, bye friends.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt.